that the Chicago Sky were also playing the Brazilian national team at LSU. Oh my goodness. Oh, hellfire.
Caitlin Clark's impact is undeniable. Preseason tickets to see the rookie sensation are completely sold out, now reselling for over $1,000. Meanwhile, Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky are still struggling to draw big crowds. Despite Reese insisting she's the reason people watch the WNBA, the demand to see her play doesn't match the hype. Clark's star power is clearly on another level. Is this proof that Reese's influence is overstated, or is Clark simply the bigger draw? Let's break it all down.
Now, Fever Iowa, those tickets sold out in under an hour. Here it says 40 minutes. I saw somewhere 42 minutes, but very, very quickly, let's just put it at that. Reseller, $568 to $2,010 per ticket. The Sky at LSU. As you can see here, and I think this was this morning when I saw this, so it might be a little different, but 62% still available. Ticket prices I saw where someone else put you could get them for $28. Here you can see $20 to $60. Huge difference in the motion of these two players. Now,
Caitlin Clark continues to dominate. The Indiana Fever's first game sold out in just hours. Meanwhile, in Chicago, Angel Reese's preseason tickets are still waiting for buyers. Funny, wasn't she the one saying, "I'm changing the game too"? Turns out the only thing changing is the lack of interest. While Clark's impact is undeniable, Reese's claims aren't exactly translating to packed arenas. The numbers don't lie.
People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we were...
Caitlin Clark so much as sneezes, and the entire basketball world pauses to say, "Bless you, Queen." Meanwhile, Angel Reese is out here pleading for fans to show up, but the only thing filling the arena is empty seats. Tough reality for someone who claimed to be revolutionizing the game. The difference? Clark lets her game do the talking, draining half-court shots like free throws and dropping dimes with pinpoint precision. Her impact isn't hype. It's history in the making.
$3,856, $1,925, all the way down to $499. All right, so this is the Fever versus the Brazilian women's national squad.
Fever fans aren't just witnessing history, they're living it. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is still riding that one championship like a one-hit wonder. Newsflash: the league doesn't hand out MVPs for the most talk. And the numbers? Caitlin's jersey is flying off shelves nationwide. Angels? Let's just say there's no shortage. Need a last-minute Christmas gift? You'll probably find it in the bargain bin by December.
I shouldn't be surprised, and yet I'm still surprised because Indiana Fever preseason, not even like preseason, exhibition game where the Indiana Fever are going to play the Brazilian national team at Cover Hawkeye Arena, Caitlin's college facility, sold out. They went on sale this morning at 9 a.m. for Fever season ticket holders, Iowa donors, and Iowa season ticket holders for women's basketball. And then general admission was supposed to go on sale tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm hearing rumblings of maybe scalpers got in, the secondary market is already crazy.
Caitlin Clark arrived in the WNBA, and the league instantly reshuffled its schedule to showcase her in prime time. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky drafted Angel Reese, and the biggest announcement? Parking outside the arena is still free. The ticket market tells the rest. Fever tickets are reselling for hundreds, while Sky tickets cost about as much as a fast food combo. That's the reality. Clark built a movement. Reese built a narrative. One keeps filling arenas, the other keeps making excuses. The league doesn't promote us enough. But let's be honest, the league is practically pleading with fans to show up, and yet empty seats remain. The truth is simple. Fans know where the real excitement is. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing, she's redefining the game. She gets standing ovations before the ball even tips. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is left wondering why the crowd looks more like an open gym session than a major league event.
The Chicago Sky is playing the Brazilian national team. Angel Reese is playing the very same team the Indiana Fever are playing. Let's go to highest price. I want to be fair here. Some yahoos have got some tickets listed for $8,000. Now this is funny, right? Some guys that put these up there. I'd love to know who actually put these on here for $8,000. I'm going to tell you why I find that interesting. On Vivid Seats, there are tickets available for $36 right now. A lot of tickets for in the 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s. You get the point I'm trying to make. Very interesting indeed. StubHub. Here's a $29 ticket. A $29 ticket.
Angel Reese tickets going for $29? $60? All right, that's decent, I suppose. But hey, it could be worse. Just ask Aja Wilson. The Las Vegas Aces are practically handing out tickets for $19. That's the price of a couple of fast food meals. At this rate, you could trip near the arena and somehow land courtside next to Mark Davis without even trying. When tickets cost less than a movie night, you know something's off. Now that's insane.
And I'm gonna treat myself, man. Yeah, no, I'm going alone. I'm not gonna take anybody with me. If you want to come, you got to come yourself. It's $19, man. That's a ghetto tank of gas, man. But yeah, man. Asia Wilson, man, commanding $19.
Let's talk about Angel Reese. The Chicago Sky are out here acting like they've got a dynasty, charging fans over $100 to watch what exactly? A team struggling to stay in the conversation? Reese has all the social media buzz, but on the court, she's just another player. Sky fans must be built different. Paying top dollar for a team that barely makes the highlight reel? That's real dedication. Now, let's compare. Angel Reese tickets? Around $100, sometimes less. Aja Wilson's Las Vegas Aces? A shocking $19. What does that say? The market doesn't lie. Fans aren't lining up to watch the Aces steamroll opponents by 30. It's not basketball, it's a one-sided beatdown. Meanwhile, Chicago fans are shelling out serious cash just to see their team battle for relevance. It's like paying VIP prices to watch a slow-motion collapse. If dominance sells, why are the Aces practically handing out tickets? Something's not adding up.
It was sold out, and a bunch of season ticket holders couldn't even get their tickets. Iowa Women's Basketball posted this on their Instagram and on their Facebook just a few minutes ago that, hey, it's already sold out. No point in trying to get tickets tomorrow for the general public because you can't. This is already on SeatGeek, which, one, is super annoying because, there's a lot of us that genuinely want to go and want to be able to afford this kind of stuff.
Let's be honest. Does Angel Reese's game really justify these ticket prices? She's got the attitude, the trash talk, the celebrations, but when it's crunch time, she's nowhere to be found. Chicago Sky fans are out here paying Broadway-level prices to watch a team that couldn't sell out a high school gym if Reese wasn't trending on social media 24/7. It's like paying $200 for a 5-star meal and getting a cold grilled cheese instead. And the Sky is a franchise? They're stacking losses like it's part of the business plan. They drafted Angel Reese thinking she'd bring championships, but all she's brought so far is viral moments and empty arenas. Meanwhile, Aja Wilson and the Aces are out here dominating, winning back-to-back titles. And yet, their tickets are going for just $19. Make it make sense. At this point, the choice is obvious. You can pay next to nothing to watch the best team in the league put on a clinic, or you can drop a small fortune to see the Chicago Sky struggle against teams with actual firepower. But hey, if that's your thing, go for it. Just know that Sky season ticket holders deserve a medal for their patience. Because sitting through that level of basketball while paying top dollar, that's next level commitment.
Look at the price of these tickets. This is like right after the tickets went on sale. So no good seats. $1,142 for a not very good seat. I'm guessing 10 grand minimum courtside to go see Caitlin Clark.
Let's talk about the real difference here. Caitlin Clark's arrival has turned the Indiana Fever into the main attraction. A team that was once an afterthought is now the hottest ticket in town. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky? They're sitting on the sidelines like the kid who didn't get an invite, acting like they never wanted to be at the party in the first place. Angel Reese and the Sky tried to sell the idea that they're revolutionizing the game, but let's be real. Nobody's shelling out $700 to watch Reese flex after making a layup. She struggles to hit free throws consistently, but talks like she runs the league. The Sky's biggest moment last season? Getting blown out by nearly 30 points in the playoffs against the Aces. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand? She had arenas packed and fans on their feet before even playing a single WNBA game. That's not hype. That's real superstar power.
When there are tickets, there was a ticket available for $29. $29 to see Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky play at the LSU. The lowest Caitlin Clark ticket was what? $408, I think I saw. Yeah.
Chicago Sky fans, both of them, keep saying Angel Reese has real star power. Oh yeah? Where's the evidence? Because last time we checked, nobody's crashing Ticketmaster to grab Sky tickets. Their games aren't selling out, they're not trending, and ticket resales aren't even close to Fever prices. The only thing Chicago seems to be leading in is missed layups and wishful thinking. But this isn't just about the Sky. The entire WNBA has been acting like Caitlin Clark is just another rookie when, in reality, she's carrying the league into mainstream relevance. Attendance is surging, jersey sales are through the roof, and TV ratings are breaking records, all because of her impact. Let's be honest, Clark isn't just another player, she's a walking phenomenon. Meanwhile, the Sky and their fans are still trying to convince themselves that they're part of the movement when, in reality, they're just watching from the sidelines.
All over. A lot of these tickets are crazy. But I'm just like, it's not even about the price for me. I'm just thinking about, like, I'm comparing the Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky because they said that it was like Me Too. Like, you guys are watching women's basketball because of Me Too. I mean, bro, everybody could get into this. Like, literally everybody could get into this game. And then I found this image right here.
The ratings, attendance, and ticket prices are all skyrocketing because of Caitlin Clark. Yet some players and fans still try to brush her off as overhyped. Oh, really? Find me another rookie who had the entire basketball world locked in for a preseason debut. Find me another player in the WNBA who can sell out an arena in mere hours. The reality is, people don't want to admit that Clark is the game changer. They'd rather push the narrative that the WNBA was already thriving, as if arenas weren't half empty just last season. But now there's a true superstar filling seats, and suddenly people want to downplay her impact. But facts don't lie. The ticket sales, the sold-out jerseys, the surge in viewership, it's all proof of her influence. Caitlin Clark isn't just making waves, she's redefining the league. Right now, she is the WNBA's biggest attraction. And whether teams like the Chicago Sky want to accept it or not, there's no denying her impact.
Number one topic in sports, the face of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark. Every time this woman steps on the court, she's doing something that we've never seen before. She is officially the face of the league. There's no doubt about it. The numbers don't lie, whether it's viewership, whether it's ticket attendance. She's doing sold out dates. She's selling out every single arena. And I don't mean the little girl arenas. I mean the big girl arenas, the NBA arenas. No disrespect to any Chicago Sky fan or Las Vegas Aces fans that are out there. When Caitlin Clark comes into play, they bring out the big girl arenas for her. Just check the facts.
Caitlin Clark is out here changing the game, shattering records, and putting the Indiana Fever on her back. Yet her biggest critics still call her overrated. The double standards are unreal. Meanwhile, Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky are crumbling. Reese had plenty to say before the season started, but now she's getting exposed on defense and missing easy shots like it's second nature. The Sky thought they were building a contender, but instead, they built a circus. They can't string together wins, they can't stay out of drama, and they definitely can't stop Caitlin Clark from putting on a show every time she plays. But if there's one thing the Sky excel at, it's talking. They tweet, they stir the pot, but when it's time to deliver, the results speak for themselves. Clark is proving she's the real deal. The Sky? Just another team struggling to stay relevant.
Alright, Chicago Sky fans, WNBA fans, if you see my last video, I was literally crashing out over the announcement that the Chicago Sky traded our number 3 overall pick for Ariel Atkins. The full trade summary is that the Chicago Sky traded our number 3 overall pick, our 2027 first round pick swap, and 2027 second round pick to the Washington Mystics for Ariel Atkins.
Now let's talk about the Washington Mystics, because this one is pure comedy. Their owner, Ted Leonsis, had the audacity to downplay Caitlin Clark, acting like she's just a media creation instead of the biggest star in women's basketball. But guess what? The Mystics had to move their games to a bigger arena because, surprise, people actually want to watch Caitlin Clark play. Oh, so now they suddenly see her value? It's funny how these teams spent the offseason hating on Clark, dismissing her impact, and acting like she wasn't driving historic ratings. But the second they realize she's a walking sellout, everything changes. Schedules get adjusted, bigger venues get booked, and suddenly, everybody wants to be part of the Caitlin Clark effect. They tried to ignore her influence. Now they're cashing in on it. Because love her or hate her, Caitlin Clark is the show, and the league knows it.
The 2 regular season games with the Indiana Fever have been moved. And this is a really important one, as we'll see in some of the comments. Have some shame, right? Going to be 90% Fever fans. See you there. You'll take the money, but won't give the respect. And that's what I want to get to. Ask Sheila why only moving the Fever game to bigger arenas and not when you play everyone else. And this is all about pay attention to their actions. Pay attention to their actions.
Let's be honest. No one in the WNBA is doing what Caitlin Clark is doing. Not Angel Reese, not the Chicago Sky, and certainly not the Washington Mystics, who are playing some of the most forgettable basketball in the league. Caitlin is smashing records, selling out arenas, and putting up stats that other so-called stars can only wish for. Meanwhile, the same teams that tried to downplay her are now the first ones benefiting from her rise. The Mystics never had to move games for anyone else. The Sky weren't worried about media coverage when they were playing in half-empty arenas. But now, everyone is rearranging schedules, booking bigger venues, and making room for the Caitlin Clark effect. They don't want to admit she's the biggest thing to happen to the WNBA, but they're happy to cash in on her success. That's the funny part, so let them keep talking. Let Angel Reese keep getting exposed while running her mouth. Let the Sky act like contenders while sitting in the basement. Caitlin's impact speaks for itself.
There's some hundreds in there. Hey, there's some hundreds in there. Don't play with them. There's some hundreds in there. Do not play with the Chicago Sky. There are hundreds in there. You see this? Okay. Oh, here goes the Indiana Fever. Wow.
Let the Mystics owner keep acting like Caitlin Clark isn't the reason his team's revenue is booming. Because at the end of the day, she's the one driving the league forward, and deep down, they all know it. They just won't admit it. But their bank accounts? Yeah, those tell the truth. Clark has completely reshaped women's basketball. The evidence? Record-breaking TV ratings, packed arenas, and an entirely new wave of fans who never cared before. But here's the funny part. Some players actually think they sparked this movement. Really? Look at Angel Reese. She swears she's the face of the league, but what has she actually done? Talk trash and miss easy shots? Meanwhile, Caitlin is knocking down deep threes and bringing in NBA-level viewership. Reese is out here struggling to make an impact, while Clark is rewriting the history books faster than the Chicago Sky can rack up losses.
Remember, Renee Montgomery, Atlanta Dream owner, said they not like us, right? Bashing the Fever fans, but she'll move to a bigger arena to take your money. Washington Mystics owner babbling on this nonsense about how everyone in the WNBA should be on the cover of Time for an award that goes to a single person because feelings might get hurt.
WNBA players are still pretending Caitlin Clark didn't transform the league. Just check the ticket prices. Fans are paying 10 times the usual rate just to see her in preseason. Imagine the frenzy when the real games begin. She's the draw, and everyone knows it. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.